What's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be doing an oil change on my FJ Cruiser, and I'm going to show you how to do that. This is part of a series where I'm doing the entire driveline, engine oil, transfer case, transmission, front diff, and rear diff. I've already filmed the rear diff one that should be up before this video, so if you want to check that out, I'll put a link in this video right here. Make sure you guys make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. It helps me out huge, costs you guys nothing. So with that being said, I'm going to dive right in and show you what oil I'm using and how to do it. So today I'm going to be using the Royal Purple 5W30 full synthetic. You're going to need at least 5.5 quarts. So I got a 5 quart and a 1 quart, and then you're also going to need a K&N oil filter or whatever you prefer. Okay, so first things first, you're going to want to crack this drain bolt loose right here. It is a 12 millimeter, and you're going to let the oil drain. This is located underneath your truck. If you have a skid plate, you might have to remove it. In my case, there's an access hole, so I'm going to crack that loose now. Okay, so I have that loose. You're going to unloosen it now, and right before the oil drips, you're going to want to make sure you have your pan underneath. So I'm going to put the camera down for a second. Okay, as you can see, the oil is now draining in the pan. What you're going to want to do now, so you're just going to want to undo this. What that does is helps some of the air get through the engine there, and allows it to breathe a little bit better. You want to take your drain bolt, give it a good clean, and then source a new washer for it. So the next step, you're going to want to get your oil filter wrench. Your oil filter is located around the side of your engine here. Put it on, and you're going to crack it loose. Just like that, while your engine oil is still draining. Once you get this loose, you can take this off. Watch out, there will be oil in this. So when you take it off, try and flip it upside down as soon as possible. Okay, you're going to want to clean it off, give it a nice clean seal, and then we're going to move on to the next step, is installing the new one. So now you have your oil filter removed and your engine oil is done draining. We're going to reinstall the drain bolt. You're just going to put it in. You're going to want to hand tighten it to make sure you don't cross thread it. Yep, so that's in, and then you're going to take your wrench, torque that down. I believe it's 16 foot-pounds. Double check. With our new oil filter in the box, what we're going to do is take our 1 quart and we're going to fill this up. The reason is because the engine oil pump has to build pressure before when it starts to actually fill this. So without that, there's a couple second delay in the engine where it is not lubricated. So this is just kind of like a precautionary method. Also, you're going to want to put some oil on this seal just so it stays nice and good and doesn't have any weather cracking. Like I said, I'm using Royal Purple Full Synthetic 5W30. You're just going to take it and pour it in there like that. That should be good. And just let it soak into the material. Mind you, we're going to have to flip this upside down, so it might make a bit of a mess. Take said filter and now reinstall it on there. I'm going to have to try and do this quickly so it doesn't spill out. And there you go. And now take your your oil filter wrench, and then snug that up. You don't have to go crazy, but just make sure it's snug. Now we have our oil filter in and installed, tightened down, drain bolts back in. You're gonna move on to filling. You're gonna need a funnel, and of course, your oil. I believe this recommends it takes 5.5 liters. So you're gonna use this whole jug and the little one. That being done, we're going to want to now check our oil level. So if it's right beside your air box, you're going to pull the dipstick. And you have to give it a moment or two, but you're going to see, try and get it to focus. So there's 2 dotted lines. We are full. What you want to do is come inside your truck, make sure you're neutral or if you're standard, or park if you're automatic, and then just let your truck idle for about 15 minutes. Give it a once over, make sure there's no leaks. Take it for a drive, recheck the oil level. If you need to add some, add some. If it's a little bit too high, don't worry, but if you put way too much, you should probably drain a little bit out. And that's how to do an oil change, guys. So that is how to do a oil change on your FJ Cruiser. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. Make sure you like and subscribe. It helps me out huge, costs you guys nothing.